When you're thinking back of the transfer business Chelsea have done throughout their history, there is a specific transfer that definitely takes the first spot as the worst one in Chelsea's history, and that is of course Romelu Lukaku, and we have finally managed to offload him, and he's going to Napoli because Conte is desperate to reunite with him, of course, and I'm going to give you my opinions around it, and then we're gonna talk about other outgoings as well. So before we continue any further, as usually, make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page, hit that notification bell down below so you never miss when I upload, because we're going towards 500 subscribers. That is our next target. It's Fabrizio Romano that is coming with the update. Romelu Lukaku to Napoli. Here we go. Verbal agreement in place between Napoli and Chelsea. Chelsea accepted a 30 million euro offer plus fixed add-ons in 50 million euros upon that. So the whole package will be worth 45 million pounds. Permanent transfer broke down by Ali Barat for Epic Sports. Lukaku will sign a 3-year deal with Napoli until 2027. Now we made of course a significant loss on him because we purchased him for 97 million pounds back when Marina was our sporting director under Roman Abramovich, and I'm finally so happy we managed to just offload him because we're receiving some money back. We can use that to invest into the team, and we also get to offload a player that betrayed the fan base, and we also managed to offload a lot of wages. He earned the most wages in Chelsea, and now we're freeing up massive amount of wages which we could help us probably signing Osimhen in the coming days. So I expect Chelsea to go after Osimhen. There's still a lot of time before the transfer window closes. I think Lukaku is a superb striker. I'm going to be balanced in my take here, but I don't like him as a person. Some people have different opinions. Some people might think he didn't do any wrong at Chelsea. A lot of the fan base may be overreacted, but in my opinion, we bought him for 97 million. We made him the club's top earner in history. And in his first interview when he came to Chelsea, he sold the whole fan base and the club a dream. He said he had unfinished business here and that he loved Chelsea and always supported us. But a couple months later, just because certain things didn't go in his way, he decided to make a controversial interview with Sky Italia, if I can remember. I think that was the one that made the interview with him. And he mentioned that he just misses Inter. That's all he can think about, and he's not happy in Chelsea. Or that might be true that he felt that way, but you shouldn't go out in media and letting everyone know that. If you have problems, if you're not happy, you go and speak to Thomas Tuchel, who was a manager at that time, or you go to maybe our sporting director Marina, who we had at that time, and trying to have a conversation instead of sneaking behind the back door and making an interview publicly. For me, I cannot have a single respect for this guy. I don't feel sorry for him, and that's why I can't really understand some people thinking that it wasn't a big deal, because he literally lied to everyone. He betrayed the fans, his teammates, and the club. And then Chelsea were forced to try and offload him, but it was really difficult because who wants to pay his wages? They were too high and no one could have seen this coming. You can say this transfer was a flop. You can say Marina made a mistake, but no one could have predicted that it was going to go down this way. It was only Lukaku's fault. Sure, Tuchel maybe used him in the wrong way, but he could have talked to Tuchel privately and have a conversation, or with Marina or someone else in the Chelsea hierarchy at that time. And he managed to betray the Inter fans as well. They don't like him either. He will never be welcome there. So this guy is all about drama, and United and Everton fans definitely warned us about Lukaku. His attitude stinks. He makes everything about himself. But despite me not liking him, he's still a fantastic striker with quality. Not going to deny that, and he definitely will come good for Antonio Conte at Napoli. So he's finally gone, and I never want to talk about him ever again. We're moving on to KEPA Arrizabalaga, because David Ornstein updated yesterday that Bournemouth is working on a deal for KEPA on a loan. Maybe can't afford his wages, but they are desperate to get in a new goalkeeper. They have both looked at KEPA and Ramsdale, as David Ornstein mentioned here, but KEPA is the top target ahead of Ramsdale. There is also interest from other clubs, but KEPA only has a contract to next summer, so he therefore needs to sign an extension to be able to go on a loan, because otherwise he will be for free next summer, and Chelsea board won't let that happen. I don't have anything against KEPA. I thought he both had good and bad moments, of course. We purchased him for record fee in terms of goalkeeper. He could have performed a lot better when he was here, and we have tried to also offload him, but it has been really difficult because of his performances and because he earned so much in wages. The right choice to move KEPA further, but maybe we can only loan him for the time being. So if he then perhaps performing for Bournemouth and delivering, that will attract other clubs to maybe purchase him next summer, or Bournemouth could buy him as well. We could add maybe a optional fee in his loan move, depending on how he and Bournemouth performs. So that's all around KEPA Arrizabalaga. We're moving on to some stories from Jacob Steinberg. Amanda Broja's loan move to Ipswich is in danger of collapsing after paperwork issues. Chelsea have been looking to move the Albania striker, who has interest from Everton too. Deal is not completely off. The Ipswich are considering other alternative forwards for the time being. Either is paperwork or medical issues. One of them, we have seen both these problems when Chelsea are trying to when they are trying to negotiate with Samo Merodion, when they tried to negotiate with Ziyech when he was going to sign for PSG, but that didn't happen. That broke down as well. So maybe it's Chelsea that actually having some issues here with paperwork. So we see what's going to happen there in the coming days, but there will of course be other clubs coming after Broja, because he still has a decent future ahead of him if he manages to stay fit and get regular game time, because he is determined. He has the talent in him. He just needs game time and get back his confidence. Moving on to the last story from Nisar Kinsella. Chelsea midfielder Tino Anjorin is expected to complete a permanent move to the Serie A Italian side Empoli, subject to medical. Tino Anjorin was also a guy we loaned out to a couple of clubs. He's been both at Huddersfield and a Russia team. And then he also had struggled with injuries, so we couldn't really get those crucial game times to improve further and potentially show our previous manager what it's all about, and then maybe gaining a squad place in Chelsea. But he's still a talented player, and I think it would be best if we're moving on him on a permanent basis, and it would be best for his career too, instead of just being around Chelsea's development squad or just going out alone every season. So he will get a permanent move, and I think that is definitely going to help him. So that is all around the latest stories. I really hope we can move on Broja, Tino Anjorin and KEPA, and I'm so happy the snake Lukaku is finally gone. So that's all for the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I thank you so much for watching, and I'm out guys. Peace.